When the email came through asking us for examples of good practice, I immediately thought of Helen's service. I had recommended her as I'd given her excellence for all the quality themes that we inspect against. I was particularly impressed with the whole ethos of Helen's service. She thinks about everything to do with the children and to do with the parents. She keeps them in mind with everything that she plans. For example, something as simple as with the downstairs toilet, she's put a low-level light so the children can be independent and responsible without having to ask her if they can go to the toilet, right through to parents who she texts on a daily basis to share with them what the children have been up to. But she takes it one stage further, and she also talks about how the children are developing, the impact that their learning has had on them that particular day, and from speaking to parents, that was very welcomed. Helen takes everything into account when she's caring for the children and the parents. Over the years, Helen's developed a really extensive library of folders for parents, covering a multitude of areas from child development to behaviour management to toilet training. And she's gathered this evidence over the years through going online, through training courses, and it's very available for parents to take away and to read so that they can work in partnership. Helen's very aware of meeting the individual needs of children, so she supplies a wide variety of activities, including extensive arts and crafts. When I was here, the children were keen to show me what they were making for Halloween. The parent that was in the day I inspected was sharing how much she enjoys getting all these lovely arts and crafts, pictures, modelling. Helen's got an extensive knowledge of things to do with the children. When I was here as well, the children were also showing me different yoga poses that Helen's been doing with them. She's very aware of the importance of health and well-being with children and encourages them in doing lots of active play, whether it be out in the garden or inside, as I say, doing their yoga or different exercise movements. It's very important that when people look at different services, we never compare different services to each other. It's like comparing apples and oranges. Everybody is unique and everybody's different. With Helen, it was a very positive evaluation that she got through her last inspection report. And that was because of her commitment to the service that she provides to both parents and to children. It was the thought that went into everything that she provides. From the discussions that I had with Helen, she was very aware of individual needs of families as a whole, not just of the child. We do know that it's very difficult for parents to choose a childminder because they are leaving the most precious thing ever, their child, with a childminder. So it's so important they get it right. And certainly through talking to Helen's parents and reading through the comments that they've shared with us, they were very clear in saying that it was a difficult decision, and Helen made it so much easier because of her respectful and caring attitude when they first met with her, and that carried through in terms of everything that she did with care of their children. They particularly mentioned the home-cooked meals that Helen gave their children. Were very appreciative of the choices that they gave, that the children were eating things here that they wouldn't eat elsewhere. Right down to the information that she shares on a daily basis through diaries, through texts, and it really just encompasses everything that Helen does, and that was able to reassure parents that their child was being cared for in a very safe and caring and nurturing environment. It's very difficult to capture the essence of what Helen's doing because there's so many minutiae of detail that Helen provides for parents and for children. It would be wonderful if we could have a tick list to say if you did all this then we'd be able to give you excellent grades, but it is thinking about the individual needs of children, it's individual needs of parents, and it's working in a partnership with those, and it's providing appropriate activities, support, and to a certain degree as an inspector it's very difficult to quantify that through reports because I don't want to start, yes, she's got great paperwork, but it's not just about paperwork, it's about everything. And we certainly don't want people to use a report in terms of this is a tick list in order for them to get, to move up in terms of the evaluation. So it's quite a difficult thing to pinpoint. As we do the inspections, we do appreciate that childminders and all services are very keen to get higher evaluations, and they're asking us, what can I do to get this higher evaluation? And it's very difficult for us to say if you do X, Y and Z, this will mean that you move up. The difficulty is that it's everything that you do. What would be seen as a higher evaluation 1 year, and a couple of years later that would be seen as the expectations that we would have on a service. So it's very difficult to say if you do certain things you'll get a higher evaluation. It's really about concentrating on your service that you provide to your parents and to your children, doing it to the best of your ability, and ensuring that you have that open communication throughout everything that you do with the parents.